I've reached the part in this whole like class consciousness part where I'm just filled with the most impotent rage. And like, I'm talking that white hot, I need to sink my teeth and into something and scream kind of rage. Because what do you mean that it never had to be this hard for us? Like, what do you mean in other countries they don't have to spend 20% of their paycheck on groceries? What do you mean in other countries everyone can own homes because they're not paying $2,000 a month in rent, or that their mortgages aren't like their entire paycheck? What do you mean that people in China work one job and they don't even work 40 hours and they can easily afford their life? And then I'm over here working 60 hours a week, just me as a single parent, to like barely make ends meet. And I'm penny pinching every single second. And like, there's so much of life that my kid misses out on and that I miss out on because of money and like work and no social support net. And you mean to tell me that it didn't have to be like this? They keep us in these chains on purpose, and it never had to be like this. Like, I did everything right. I went to college. I had to drop out of college to take care of my mom when she was sick because, again, no social services, like, no safety nets. My dad worked his whole life and died and left everything to my mom. My mom was disabled, and she lived on credit, and, like, she barely made ends meet, and she did everything she was supposed to. And I did everything I was supposed to. And it just keeps getting worse. I've spent so much of my life working so hard to scrape by. And it never had to be like that. My suffering was at the expense of someone else becoming wealthy because they could. And I am so angry about this. It can't stay like this. It doesn't have to stay like this.
We can't have nice things because of your racism. And they are sick. They are learning that Americans have been living in squalor. White people are sick. They are learning that for 400 years, Black people lived in slavery. They are realizing that they are too slaves. They are sick. They are twisted. Listen, when Donald Trump came out and said, "Why do we keep getting people from these shithole countries?" my response was, bitch, America is the shithole country. And white people are learning the truth. For the past 4 years, they've been fighting woke.
Hello lovelies, welcome back to this episode. Let's talk about this particular topic. You have seen how this time around, seeing a lot of people crying that the American dream is no longer there, is already dead. It's quite sad to see how everyone around the world, they dream to go America because they believe that land is a land of honey and sugar, is a land of opportunity. When you step your foot there, all your dreams will done in one night or in 1 week. It's a land where whoever goes there will start to pick up money everywhere. No wonder you see, when someone is in America, the rest of the people, maybe when he comes out of America, they'll keep saying, send us money, send us money. Now you see, the American dream is no more. People are depressed. People are crying. People are no longer know what to do. Life is so expensive. Each and everything is frustrating. Guys, let's talk about this today's episode. Let's use these different videos I gathered for you. All credits belong to the original creators. Drop your opinion. Do you think American dream is already dead? Is it normal? Do you think American dream is a scam? Then we'll come back with more commentaries.
There is no fucking American dream.
Because the American dream is dead. The average home in the United States costs $418,000. Do you know anyone making that much money? Do you know anyone? Do you know anyone that started a business that's not drop shipping or like some sort of AI gig economy? Like, do you know anyone that owns a store? Name 2 people. Do you know anyone that our age that owns a house that did not get help from their parents? Like, there's no jobs. All the listings are fake. Jobs don't even offer healthcare. So then you're on Medicaid, you get kicked off because the big beautiful bill that just got passed. The American dream is dead. And then they tell you you're not working hard enough. Like, make it make sense to me. So props to this creator for just verbalizing that, because I empathize 100%. You're not doing enough. America's not doing enough for you.
You're not struggling because you're poor. You're struggling because you live in the USA. You're struggling because prices have gone up tremendously, but the wages haven't. You're struggling because your bills continue to increase, but your wages haven't. You're struggling because you have greedy, corrupt CEOs of companies that are continuing to record record profits, but are refusing to pay their workers a livable wage. You're struggling because the country that prints money won't give that money back to its people. You're struggling because the country that is in $37 trillion and counting worth of debt somehow finds a way to give billions of dollars to fund new wars, but won't find any money to fund the poor. You're struggling because this country is stealing 30 to 40% of your income, if not more. You're struggling because after this country wrongfully took 30 to 40% of your income, they're telling you to pay more during tax season. You're struggling because homes that used to cost $150,000 to $200,000 10 to 15 years ago are now costing $400,000, if not $500,000. You're struggling because those starter homes that used to be seen as affordable are now being bought by large corporations. You're struggling because rent was under $1,000 10 to 15 years ago is now costing almost $3,000 for a 1-bedroom. You're struggling because these greedy landlords continue to increase the rent. You're struggling because a $100 grocery bill 10 to 15 years ago will get you a huge haul, will now only get you a few things in 2025. You're struggling because the gas that you used to fill up your car used to be $1 and some change per gallon is now almost $4 a gallon. You're struggling because the cost of having a good time and living life has gone up tremendously. An airplane ticket used to be $200 round trip is now $400 one way. It used to cost under $1,000 to enjoy a vacation. Now it's costing almost $3,000 to $4,000 depending on where you go. You're struggling because you're forced to get a second job just to make ends meet as things continue to skyrocket. You're struggling because the American dream is no longer the American dream. It's the American nightmare.
Is anyone else completely sick and tired of living in America where you're expected to work your entire life? Like, we are not here to work. Our jobs are not our lives. Our jobs are not our purpose. Like, everyone asks me, like, what's your job? What are you doing with your life? Like, I'm just trying to save enough and get passive income so I can go travel the world and start my life. Like, everyone thinks their purpose is to work. Like, you get done with high school, then you go to college for 4 years, then you're $30,000 in debt, and then you're trying to find a job just so you can pay off that debt over the next 3 years. And then what? Then you're making enough money just to pay your mortgage and afford groceries and then pay for kids. And then before you know it, you're 60 and you're retiring and your body hurts because of your job and you didn't do anything that you wanted to do. And that's our life. That's what you're expected to do. And if you break out of that, then people are going to judge you and think you're weird or you're crazy or you're a hippie. I'm so sick of it. America needs to make a change. Something needs to change because people are not happy here. People are not living their dreams. People are not living their life. They are working. They think that their work is their life. It is not that way.
What's a scam that's become so normalized that we don't even realize it's a scam anymore?
The American dream. You get up at 5 in the morning, rush to be out of the house at 5:30, try to make it to work at 6. You work a 12-hour shift. In those 12 hours, you take crap from your managers and coworkers. You eat at whatever time they say that you can eat for the amount of time that you can eat. You have sick days, but if you use them, it's frowned upon. So if you want to aspire to be anything within the company, try not to use them. Then you work until you're 62 years old. You pay bills until you die, and you're expected to be grateful. Forgive me, but that it doesn't make any sense. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful that I can go out to work to provide for my house. In fact, the Bible says that he who does not work should also not eat. So I'm in favor of hard work. What I'm not in favor of, though, is abuse. People putting their jobs in factories before their own health. When they don't need you anymore, you're gone. But if you want to leave, you better put in those 2 weeks. So yeah, it's a scam.
So I don't know if anyone has noticed yet, but America is getting super expensive to live in. Prices that were once maybe under $200,000 for a house are now in the mid $400,000 to $600,000 range. And I've also noticed that wages
aren't going up. The wages are sticking to the same amount. You still have people out here who are getting paid less than $15 an hour. It's going to get to the point to where unless you're rich, you're not going to be able to afford in a house in America unless you get like some type of life insurance policy on your folks, or you get somebody to leave you some type of trust fund. If you're coming out of this new generation, you're not going to be able to buy a house. Your children are not going to be able to purchase a home. It's getting to the point to where things are just, the prices are getting outrageous. I just looked online and it's $18 at some restaurants for a hamburger. McDonald's no longer has a dollar menu. This is not the same America that we grew up in, to where people could achieve the American dream. Things are completely overpriced. Nothing's affordable. Groceries are through the roof. If you're renting something, rent prices are through the roof. Mortgage rates are at extreme all-time highs. It's going to get to the point to where nobody's going to be able to afford to live in a house in America. You're just going to have a lot of houses that are for sale that nobody's going to be purchasing.
Well, that was a waste of fucking time and energy I don't have. Like, I'm just so over it. I'm so frustrated. They tell me, oh, well, this certain level, something I've never heard of before in my life. It has never been brought to my attention ever in all of my medical history. Never has this level of this, whatever this stuff is, ferritin, whatever that is, has it ever been off? And she's like, usually these levels are only off because of liver disease, but your liver levels seem to be okay. Let's give you another pill, an appetite enhancer, even though it doesn't matter about the enhancing of the appetite, because it's the pain and the sickness when I do have an appetite and I do eat that's the problem. Oh, you're just going to have to try to make it to your gastro appointment next month. Well, if my heart gives out, my heart gives out. Like, they don't care. Our system is so fucked that they don't care. I literally said, please give me a feeding tube, like anything. I'm just so over it. I am so over it. I won't give up. I won't quit fighting, but I've been fighting so long, it's exhausting. Like, they just let you die. They just let you die. I love y'all.
I'm tired. I'm so tired of the United States. It's so ghetto, and every day gets a little bit harder to function. I'm talking about, I don't understand how I am struggling in these United States and I make decent money. Like I don't do anything. I don't have debt. I put myself through school. Again, I put myself through school, and I owe the IRS every year. I own my own home. My car is paid off. I don't go out. I don't have friends. I'm a loner. There's a few people I talk to. I don't understand. Like, I have no debt. There's no debt I have, you guys. I don't owe anybody. Like, I'm just trying to understand, how am I struggling? I make decent money. I put money to the side for retirement, and then everything else is for bills. Like, how am I struggling? Like, I live below my means. Like, I stopped buying clothes. I stopped buying shoes and all of these fancy things. I don't go out. I don't purchase unnecessary items. Like, I am no longer a consumer, because when I was a consumer, it did me no good. Like, I have all of these things and nothing to show for it, right? So I stopped buying things, right? And I'm trying to understand, how am I struggling? When I was buying things, I felt like I was doing good. And now that I'm not buying things, I feel like I'm struggling. Like, how does this work in these United States? Like, I don't understand. Like, I live below my means. The only expense I would say I would have is, I do my own hair, and I go get my nails and my feet done every 2 weeks, right? That's it. I'm trying to understand how my grocery bill goes from $400 a month to $1,000 a month. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how my electric bill goes from $155 to $800 in 1 month. No past due balance. I'm just trying to understand. I'm trying to understand how my internet goes from $75 to $140. And that is the lowest plan. I don't understand. I'm just not, I'm not processing these United States. And I make decent money, okay? I make decent money. And I saw a video today where a girl said that she makes $100,000 a year. And after taxes, she brings home about $70,000. And she's struggling. And I'm like, baby, if you're struggling, then I'm poor.
People has been screaming for so long that the American dream is dead. Some people couldn't even understand the meaning of each and everything. But since this new administration came back in the office, everything get worse to worse. Right now, you can't even manage to explain what is really happening. If people has been there crying for rentals, how things are getting expensive before DT came back in the office, try to think right now when he's in office and you know about his policies or his executive orders, all these changes, all this mix of things you are seeing right now. Try to imagine what people are passing through till we started to see people going homeless in a high number. People are starting to live in containers. They no longer can't afford even to rent one bed apartment room is almost 2,000, 3,000. Just try to imagine. Do you think these people, what they are saying, they are trying to just to look attention? I don't think so, because you can't tell how someone will come on internet crying that he's done, she's done. She couldn't believe that these things are going to be like this. When you try to compare in this angle, we have seen a lot of white people came out to vote for DT to come back in office. According to them, because that spirit they had for so long of that white supremacy, they are not used to work so hard. They need to let each and everything for other people, others to do it for them. Government will be always there to help them, to defend them. Whenever you have a problem, you have somewhere to run to. But it's quite funny to see them right now crying a lot that they are done. Enough is enough. Life is getting so hard for them. They no longer know what to do. Just try to imagine. Try to imagine what is really happening. When the black people has been there saying, we are struggling a lot to make it in America. We are struggling. We are being denied a lot of opportunities. No one is there to take care of us. No one is there to help us. No one even want to hear anything from us. This others were just there sitting, relaxing, saying, it's up to you. You are just lazy. Go to college. Go to get high education. Why are you lazy? Now see, either you have a college, either you have high education or whatever, everyone is crying. Either you are making a lot of money per hour, everyone is crying. Because the more you make a lot of money, you already know, the more you spend a lot, the more taxes are waiting for you. Now see, now each and everyone is crying. They no longer know what to do. Each and everyone is thinking to get out of America. But when you try to say you want to get out of America, try to think that the environment you want to migrate to is somewhere you are not used to. Say, think that when you want to go in a new environment, it will take you also 10 years to get settled. Now try to imagine, is this the right time to move out? No, I don't think so. You need to stay there. You need to keep fighting, because I saw a lot of people going like in Asia, in the Philippines, in Mexico, in Africa, saying they are done with life in America. But you find them after 2 years, they come back in America, because you can't stay in an environment for so long when you are not used to each and everything, culture, traditional food, climate, weather. You are not used. Even in that group of environment, that friendly environment of people you are used, do you think it's going to be easy for you to settle and to feel at home immediately? It will take you some years. But when you try to see some people, they're saying, me, I can't say in this America, I need to get out. Okay, well and good. If you think to get out, you may go. But you think that also where you are going, you are still on earth. Each and everywhere, crisis is beating each and everything. A lot of people are crying. But for us, seeing a lot of people right now, especially in America, crying, saying they are done with life, it's not something good. I don't know who is going to get that courage to go in America. You have seen it right now. When you try to compare life of America of 10 years back, this young generation, this Gen Z, they are trying to explain, we grow up, see our parents doing one job and they manage to buy a house. We've been used to go to nice schools, having good life, going in a vacation twice a year, going to have fun each and every weekend. But this time around, us, which who are in this new generation, which are earning a lot of money, we can't even manage to go out each and every weekend. Where are you going to get that money? If, for example, when we are talking about a family of 4, you have 4 kids, try to spend each and everything on each kid. Try to calculate how are you going to manage when you are only working 6 hours a week. You are earning $2,500 a month. Do you think that money is going to raise these kids? It's already impossible. It's already hard. No wonder you see each and everyone, they are living on paycheck right now. You can't even say this one is rich, this one is poor. You have seen this new administration, since they came back in office, they are trying their best level to take what these low-income families has to their pocket, because it's a way how capitalism works. If they don't take something from these poor families, they can't keep making a lot of money. No wonder we are seeing a lot of people are still struggling, while these billionaires, when you see them, they're saying, we make billions of trillions of dollars in this month, in this season. They are proud because they know how they play their games. I think this time around, seeing these people really crying, really frustrated, it's a way discouraging. But on the other hand, these white people, most of them used to think that poverty is only for black people. Those are the people who are created to struggle, to have hard life, to work for them, to pass through a lot for them, just sitting there, observe each and everything, command, control each and everything. But right now, things are no longer the same. They are also suffering. They are also feeling the pain. They are also paying the price. They are also passing through a lot. But when we talk about black people, for them, they are used. Nothing new on them. They are used to struggle. They are used to hustle. They are used to fight. Whenever there is a hardship on them, they know how to pass each and everything and end it well. But seeing this other side of people crying, I think it's their season. Maybe God want to humble them to feel what they've been wishing on black people. Because when you're crying on internet, who is going to help you? When you're crying that you have a family you are taking care of, you can't manage it and everything, see, DT has removed each and everything. He has removed those food stamps you are used to get, because according to history, this welfare was created for these palm-colored people. They were the most priority. They've been sitting there enjoying life, feeling the greatest God has created on this earth for them alone. Now, see, guys, let me know what you think about these videos. Do you think this American dream is already dead? Do you think there is another chance people will get, so that maybe in the coming future they will still get back in a line to enjoy their life as they used to be? Drop your opinion in the comment section. If you have trust, maybe this new administration is going to do something, drop your opinion. Thank you for watching this episode. See you in my next video.